Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner Classics as known classics. This is number 1114, Doubleshot number 1008. Two Teen Titans related trades. Yep. First up, it is Deathstroke, the Terminator, Volume 5 World Tour. This collects issues 26 to 34 of the original 90s run. And here's something quite strange about this. This is the last trade they officially released to collect issues from this volume. And do you know how long this book came out? 2 years ago. I'm gonna show off soon, like my entire, of all the trades officially released. Now, this one I don't own, and that's the first official Deathstroke trade to collect issues from this run. I don't own it. Mainly because I don't need to own it. Yeah, this book is simply this. It's written by Marv Wolfman, one of his co-creators. Why not? The cover art is done by Mike Zeck. He does pretty much the cover of every single issue that from these trades so far. The main artist is Steve Epping. Yeah, he's the main artist on here, along with Malcolm Davis. Yeah. This book is simply put this. Deathstroke is simply sort of in semi-retirement for the first couple issues of this before he starts the whole world tour thing. And he's kind of retired. He wants to give up being Deathstroke, and because he got his house burned down, and he basically is recovering from the loss of both of his sons. Yeah, Grant Wilson was killed in basically his debut appearance back in New Teen Titans number 2, back in the 80s. And then there's also Joseph Wilson, aka Jericho, a character he had to kill during Titans Hunt, which was later mentioned by his ex-wife, Adeline. She actually didn't really accept the death of Grant very much. As what happened with Joseph, well, she accepted it, mainly because it probably was needed to happen. Yeah, so pretty much when Deathstroke finds out that his ex-wife's been kidnapped, he goes to rescue her. He goes on a world tour, goes to the UK and various other countries. We see a guest star appearance, but we see Billy Wintergreen still appearing here because, well, of course he is, because he's pretty much Deathstroke's confidant. And aside from him, the only character pops up in here is the favorite vigilante, Pat Trace, Deathstroke's ex-lover. Yes. Yeah, it shows up here. And no, they don't sleep together at all. Nope. No interest in that. They're just basically equal partners. Aside from, well, Deathstroke himself and his own supporting characters, I don't think anybody outside of his own book pops up in here. No, surprisingly not, which I think that's kind of weird, because usually have guest appearance by somebody, but nope, they don't. Yeah, I read this whole thing. Yeah, there's no appearance by any character outside of the main Deathstroke cast, which you probably would think basically a big grand scale of this book is, you might see a guest appearance by somebody. But nope. Also, this is something I didn't like though. For the final issue of the storyline, you had to read it like this. Sideways. The entire freaking issue. That's the only thing I didn't like about the storyline. Was how the rate was great. I didn't like the direction they had to do it all sideways. This book is fantastic. This book a 9.5 out of 10. And this is the last of the Deathstroke trades until the next book comes out this month. And this is one of them. These are my other Deathstroke trades I also own, which is this one, a recent one. Teen Titans Deathstroke, The Terminus Agenda. Deathstroke Arkham, which came just before that. Yeah, I pretty much own the entire Christopher Priest run. Yeah, the entirety of it. Every single trade released. The original, Volume 1. Volume 2. 3. 4. 5. This one's 6, and the Arkham is the most recent one prior to Terminus Agenda, and of course there's RIP coming out this month. Yeah. The entire, all 4 books that collect the 4th volume for the series. Here's Volume 1. Volume 2. 3, 4, and that's it. That was a short volume. The 2 trades that collect the second volume for the series, this is volume 1, and this is volume 2. The first crossover the Chris Priest one had with Titans and Teen Titans, yeah, first of 2 that this one had. And I also have, as of now, all 5 trades that collect the 90s run. Volume 1. Volume 2. 3, 4, and 5. This is pretty much all the Deathstroke trades. All of them. All like, seems like about 20 trades. Yeah, I own every single one of them. Yeah, and with the next trade coming out this month, that's the last of Deathstroke trades. Yeah, I just saw my entire collection there. And, excuse me, it is something though that volumes 2, 3, and 4 get the entire trade. The entire volume of trade, but 1 does not get finished. Unknown the reasoning for this at all. It could be not a big demand. Maybe that this trade didn't sell too well. I don't know. I think it's kind of weird though that this was the last first trade release. If you're wondering how many issues are left to be collected for this run, there are 26. How many annuals? Let's see. I believe there's 2. Yeah, there are about 2 left, and that's it. Alright. Now moving on to the book that comes right after an event, like right after Terminator. This is basically from the Teen Titans series. And has them fight a villain, character they've never fought in the history of this comic book. Yeah, that's something interesting though about this comic. Even pre-Flashpoint, they never fought this character before. Nope. Next up is Teen Titans Volume 3, aka like Volume 5, because it's been pretty much like, yeah, this is something I didn't like about the new stuff they did for the stuff that came right after the events. Like certain trades for some reason had large numbering. Yeah, this is pretty much like almost every single one. The only ones I can think of they actually got the same numbering for their trades was Batman, Wonder Woman, and I believe Flash kept his, but this, nope, after just a few trades, we had to hit the restart button on the damn trades. No idea why, but at least the issues weren't relaunched. Nope. This collects issues 31 to 38. Written by Adam Glass, artwork by Bernard Chang. Mostly put, it's the Teen Titans versus Lobo. And plus, we have sort of a tie-in to Year of the Villain, basically the offer stuff, and we finally resolved the plot thread that Adam Glass started at the start of this run back issue 20. Waited 16 issues. Okay, first reveal, the other actually exists. And the second issue, this is issue 37. We unveil who he is. Who is the other? He is the Heretic. I am not kidding about that. Yeah, it's the frickin' Heretic. From Grant Morrison's Batman Inc. He died like 7 years ago, and now he's alive. He said some rogue assassin found this head, reattached it to his corpse, and then dumped him in a Lazarus pit, and now he's back normal. Yeah, and this pretty much ties into what's going on in the storyline. Like, first you have Lobo meet her father, fight him, and then basically, oh yeah, confirm that, yep, Lobo was definitely her father. Also, this coming after the events of the Terminator's Agenda. We have it where, like, oh, Red Arrow's quit the team, and basically we also have it where Daja has not basically gotten back to Crush about the kiss. That when Crush kissed her, because they confirmed that Crush is a lesbian, she's in love with Deja. It was also implied Deja may have a thing for Robin. It doesn't really go anywhere. It's basically Roundhouse simply being an idiot, taking her ring and then trapping her inside a ring. And then, of course, that's when they confront the other, which confirmed that, yeah, he's alive. And they pretty much, like, all the villains they previously captured, except Black Mask, they all pretty much, like, all team members gave them a new identity. The last one I did to was Mammoth and his sister. And I believe they kept the fact that the fact they changed their lives. And of course, you also have the totality thing appear in the sky. Yep. And yeah. At the end of this, simply put, like in the case Just Like Dark, we have set up for the next storyline, which is simply them looking for Dacia's brother to free her from the ring. Yeah, that was a plot thread they basically used for the whole of this. These issues are actually pretty good. I like the fact we confronted Lobo. Didn't take too long, though. No. Didn't take too long. It took about a year, which is fine. Yeah, at least they kept them on the book for a pretty good period of time. High praise to Adam Glass for doing that. And I'm glad the fact we finally resolved this plot thread of the other. That started way back in issue 20, and finally we resolve it. We know he exists, and who he is. I think revealing it was the heretic was really kind of dumb. It was probably the biggest letdown of the other thing. Like, oh, it's Damien's clone. A character was killed by Talia in issue 12 of Batman Inc., which was the penultimate issue of that story. It seems like everybody who died now in that book is all now alive. First was Damien, then Talia, now the heretic's alive. Okay, fine. But this overall book was really good. I didn't like the fact that Loba got a chance to get along with her father when she was simply brainwashed by him. But yeah, great book. Give this book a 9.5 out of 10. Really fun book to read. And I can't wait for Volume 4 when it comes out. Though, here's the thing. They only released issue 41 just recently. Yeah, 38 came out just, you think, a few months ago. No, it actually came out about 4 months ago, I think it was. Yeah, because they released the issues in April, okay? So yeah, that's it for today's review. And for now, that's it for videos today. I might have another video coming later today. I don't know. It depends, okay? See you in the next video. Bye.